Now, this is an interesting
It
topic.
is.
This really came into play during COVID. How remote work expands your home buying horizons, okay? How remote work contributes to that is not now if we have all these people that are working remotely, okay? All these people that are working remotely, and they still have this need to, want to live in the city, to be close to friends, be close to family. But for those that aren't often visiting friends and family, of course, we still want to be in the city. But how often do you leave your house for something that is actually here in the city? Okay.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Yes. How often are you leaving your home for something that's in the city? Especially as millennials, we're like, oh, I got to be close to, the different events that are going on or the different venues, and you're going out one time a month. You can move out a little bit further, look into Lake County, Osceola County, Volusia County, where you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. Okay. Again, we have brand new construction homes, $1,000 all in, $3,000 all in, $5,000 all in. We have some where clients are getting their deposit refunded because they decided to move to the outskirts. They realized, hey, I'm working remotely. Don't plan on leaving this job. If I do, it'll be another remote job. A lot of people's like, I'm not going back to the office. And companies have come to realize, hey, we actually save money by not having an office space. That's less liability. There's no in-house, like at work issues going on. You're not paying to rent that space, the office manager fees, coffees, all that extra stuff, whatever the case may be. So now a lot of these companies are like, we like this remote thing. We're going to stick with this remote thing. So find one of those companies that work for you. So if you are able to find a very good home that is a little bit distance out, maybe it's about 40, 45 minutes or so, that may work good for you. You're going to save more money monthly. For one, you're not spending that money on gas or tolls, because we all know tolls are crazy. So is gas. But also, you're getting, like I said, more bang for your buck. But when you're moving out there, the quality of life, it still is the same. And once we start to see, especially in like Lake County right now, we're seeing a lot of Publix is our clear sign that, okay, this area is about to boom. When we see Publix pop up, and oh my goodness, if you see a Starbucks, there's one up in like the Apopka Sorrento area. They put a Publix and a Starbucks up not long ago, and I was like, oh wow, they're about to tear down every tree.
So these are credible landmarks that show, hey,
we're on our way.
Okay.
They're going to tear down every tree and put a house there. Okay. Those are telltale signs that this area is about to boom, because those companies do a lot of research prior to investing and building and, putting themselves what we would consider out in the middle of nowhere. Well, it's not going to be that way for long. If you look along the 429 right now, when you're coming through like the Ocoee headed to a Apopka area, nothing but apartments. Okay, they're even building apartments towards the outskirts. That lets you know that's the direction housing is headed, or somewhat affordable housing is headed downtown right now. I've have friends down that way, and the rents are just crazy. $2,500 for a 2-bedroom. That's crazy, But again, as we're moving a little bit towards the outskirts, and I don't want that to freak people out like, oh, I'm moving to the middle of nowhere. You are not in the middle of nowhere. You are not. Granted, you may not be 10 minutes from the mall anymore. It may be a 30-minute drive if you decide you want to go on the weekend. But you are saving a lot more money. You're saving hundreds of dollars every month just by moving a little bit further out. So that's something you may want to consider. If you want to list, again, we have these new construction homes that are 30, 40 minutes outside of the city.
Nice neighborhoods out there, Jasmine.
Oh, beautiful neighborhoods. Beautiful. And they're all brand new. Brand spanking new. Just put a client in one in Eustis last week. Beautiful home. It's set to be done into September, beginning of October. So that gives her just enough time to finish up her lease. Let their landlord know what they have going on. And they're going to be in a brand spanking new home. And that home, if it were located here in the city, I'm not going to say what community specifically, but there's a new community in the area in West Orange County, that home would have been $100,000 more. And honestly, probably a little bit more than that. But they decided, okay, we're going to save a little bit of money. That's what's, I don't know how much a month that is, but that's a significant amount monthly that they're saving just by moving out a little bit further, just for an extra 20 minutes drive. And especially for those that, only work 2-3 days a week, or those that possibly work, night shifts or something. If you're not in that 5 o'clock traffic, you may really want to consider that. Okay. So I know it's going to be different for us. We're used to, the easy access to every single thing. But unless you're using these things on a day-to-day basis, if you're not going to the mall every day, going to, someplace in downtown every day, really consider it. Really consider. If you want to listen to some of these options, if you want to just talk it over, kind of figure out what some of your options may be, there's absolutely no commitment involved with giving us a call. No commitment involved, but give us a call. We can kind of look at your situation, talk it out. I can give you some ideas on some communities that may work for you. Give us a call, 407-906-8886, 407-906-8886.